In this video, I'll show you how to retrofit a 5-wire switch or any number of wire with a 3-wire switch combined with a relay. So just to make sure, you just need to get the same off accessory start. As long as your switch have that and the new switch off, ignition, start, you'll be able to retrofit any switch. So this is my 5-wire switch that I talk on part 1 of this video. So now I've got 5-wire here and I've got a 3-state switch. So off, accessory, start. So when it's off, I've got the green and the black-white connecting. Ignition will be red and black. At the start position will be red, black, yellow, white. So now the red is the positive from the battery, accessories is black, starter is yellow, white. So now I'll show you how to connect this switch, but after that I'll retrofit this switch to actually work with a 3-prong switch with the relay. To make it easier to demonstrate, so now what I'll do, I've got the negative right here at the top and I've got the positive here at the bottom, and they're only connect with the light. All those light here are on the negative side and the positive is coming from this side. Only the blue light is on the negative side. So now I've got the positive connect here to the light. So now when I'll short those one, as I show on the plan right here, that light will turn on. So now let's start with the wiring. So now I'm gonna plug the green and the black white. So the green is actually negative. So I'll take this one here and plug it to the negative rail right here. So for the next one, let me take this one here. For the next one, I will get the black-white here. That will go around and connect on the other side of that light. Right here. The next one will be the black to the ignition. So this one here. Will actually go to the yellow light. So when I'm on the ignition, this light will turn on. After that, I've got the yellow here, yellow white that go to the start one. I'll take this one here. And plug it to turn on the green light. Now I have one more wire here that will need some positive. So this one will go here to here. And after that, I'll need 2 more to plug the battery that is out of the camera right now. This one will be my negative lead. It's going right here on the battery that you can't see. And my positive here that will supply the power to all that rail will actually go right here. So now if I put the key to the off position, the blue light turns on as it's shown on the plan right here. When I put it on here, the ignition turn on, and when I turn it to the start position, the green turn on. So now I'll disconnect this connector right here, and we will adapt the switch to make it work with the 3-wire. So at this point, I pre-wire everything for the 5-wire switch, like this one here. So now I'll introduce this switch right here, and this is my plan. So now if I check, I've got the red and red that will actually match. So now when I'll connect this connection here, right there, here we go. So now I'll take this red and plug it with this one. So now red and red match. I need the black with the white. I've got my white here, and I've got the black here. So those two connect together. And on this side, it will be yellow-white with the green. So the yellow-white is here, and it goes right here. So those little connection right here are actually just taking all the wire and connect it together. It just make it easier for me to do the video. So now at this point, I should have the basic function with the on and the start position. So I'll test that. I'll plug the battery back right here. So now if I turn the switch here, the yellow light is turning. So I'm at accessories, and now I've got the green. So my next step will be to take a relay like this one. Let me zoom in. So I'll use this relay. So a relay is actually pretty basic. So usually you'll turn the switch on, off with your finger. So this one, if you look, 30 is actually linked with 87 when I don't have any power on it. What happened is when I put power between 85 and 86, it will turn the switch to the other position. It will be 87. So in my case, what I will do is take 30 and 87, connect it to my 2-wire right from this plan right here. The green and the black-white will be right there. And I'll take the 85, 86. One side will be the ground, and the other side will actually go to my accessories. So what will happen is when my switch is off, it will close the connection right here. When I turn it on, now that the relay will switch to the other side, it will disconnect those 2 wires. That's actually what I want to do. So now if you give me just a second, I've got something already pre-wired here. So now if I follow, I know those 2 wires here are what energize the coil. So now I'll disconnect this thing before I do something bad. So now I'll connect this one here. And this one will be my ground, who's actually right here on top. Actually, I can use this pin right here. So that will be my ground. After that, I will need this one to connect with the accessories, who's white on this switch here. So right here, I'll connect it with my switch. So at this point, if I want to test it, it won't give me anything on those wires right now because it's not connect. But just to show you that it will work, I'll connect my battery back. So my light turns on, and you should hear the relay click. So this portion work. So I'll disconnect this one. So at this point, this wire will go right here with my previous ground from the original switch. I'll put it here. And now let me double check. At this point, I want 87A, who will be the middle pin, will be this one, the blue wire, who should go to this one right here. So at this point, if the red one, in my case, on the relay, I'm not using it. So now I'll just put it aside. But if I plug my switch back, my blue LED turn on. And when I'll turn the switch, see, blue LED. And the start. So at this point, I just use the relay to actually bypass the switch. So at this point, if I just disconnect this one again, I should disconnect that too, and I bring back the original switch, plug it back, get my power back, I've got the exact same behavior. So now it's a trick. Just to simplify your life, actually, it's a lot of wire, but as you do it, it's actually not too bad. You just do one wire at the time. Soon you know the plan, everything is working. So in the case that you can't find, because that will happen, that you can't find your original switch anymore, you could use a 3-wire switch like this one with a relay and actually retrofit your switch and all the systems, so you don't have to cut any wire on your machine. You just need to find one of those connectors and retrofit your machine. This is the next switch I will retrofit. This one's a 5-wire switch, same as the other one, but behave a little bit differently. When I'm off, I don't have anything connected. Ignition, I've got those two connecting. And the start, I've got those two. But if you look at the plan, it's exactly the same as this one. So now I'll just connect that one. So now I have red and brown. So I'll take 2 random wire. So this one here will go to my ground. Because now I want the ground from here to there to connect together to turn on my light. And the brown here will go to this side right here. And all the rest is exactly the same as we did before. So the black here, who's that wire, will go to my positive right here to bring power to my switch. After that, I'll get the green, who will go ignition right here. So the green here will come right here. And at the start, it will be the green red. I'll take this one here. And bring it right here. So now, off camera, I'll just put my battery back on. So I've got my red light, as usual. When I turn it to the start position, I've got the blue and the yellow, as it work right here. And after that, when I'll turn it to the start, the green one will turn. So now we'll do the same thing as before. I'll disconnect my switch here. And in a second, I'll just reconnect everything and show it to you. So same thing again. I just pre-wired those two. That will be the brown and red that I'll connect through the relay. And I've got those three here. So now I'll connect my switch here. Disconnect the battery. And I'll do the wire one by one. So now I've got this switch back on play. Still my 3-wire switch. So on this side, the red, who will be this one, will connect with the black. So now I just create a junction between the red here and the black here. My next step will be the white will go with the green. So the white here will go with my green. And if I look here, I've got green with green red. So my green here will match with the green red. And lock this up. So now we'll do the same test as before. I'll just connect this battery here. Now my red LED tell me I've got power, and my switch, who's now at the off position, turn it on. My yellow light turn, and the green one when I'm at start. So now I retrofit part of it. I'll just focus on my red LED right now. So I still have the same relay here. So as we did before, I've got my ground will be my yellow right here. And we'll go to the ground. There we go. I've got a free one here. So now in this case, I need to connect the other side. I should remove that. I need to connect the other side. So when I'm at accessories here, I want those two, and I also want it when I hit the start. So this one, the green pin is the common one with those two. So now the green pin here, who will be this one here. I'll connect my white in it. And now if I want to do the same simple test I just did with the other one, those one, they can touch right now. There's no power coming in. I'll keep them split anyway. But if I turn my switch back on, and when I'll turn the switch, I should hear the relay. So this part is working. So now I've got pin 30, who's the common, will be this one here. I want it to be connected, let's see. The order doesn't matter, but I'll connect it with the red here. Without power. And now I've got those two. So the state I want the switch to turn on. Actually, I'll have to zoom it here. So now I have 30, who's the metal, the black wire I just connect, but I want 87 to turn on when I turn on the switch. So I'll flip the relay back, and 87 is the top one here. So now when I will look at this one, my red here, I should zoom back. So now the red one will connect with this one here. Same thing again, but this one now have power. My blue one will have power on it when I turn the switch. So if I did everything correctly, when I connect this one here, when I turn the switch, and there you go. the blue LED turn on, and when I hit start, same behavior. So now if I want to retrofit, let's say I want to disconnect this one just to see if I did it right. I could connect this one back in. And same behavior. And that's how you will retrofit your switch. So now as you see, this section here, if I remove all that, this section here will be your dashboard. So all those wires are already pre-wired on your machine. The only thing you switch is actually those one, who looks a little bit bigger than what it should be because of all those links. But when you link it, it will look way smaller. And at this point, when you have this, you can switch. So if my switch burn, I don't have to find this connection anymore. I can just use a simple 3-wire switch, any one you can find, and I'll use the relay to bypass the power depending on my needs.